Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, I'm finally back from the Southeast Game Exchange 2021, and that's what I want to talk about on today's episode. So roll that intro. So I finally got back from the Southeast Game Exchange in Greenville, South Carolina. And I gotta tell you what, this convention was incredible. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna do my best in this video. Now I'm gonna be doing a couple cuts and showing you guys some footage of the awesome stuff that was there, all the cool people I met, and just all the people that showed up for this fantastic event. On the way down there, things were kind of slow. I actually had to work the night on Friday. So I didn't get out of work till 7 o'clock at night. And I immediately hit the road and drove 8 hours all the way to Greenville, South Carolina. The ride sucked. I was extremely tired, and me and my friend were just driving. But we ended up finally getting there at about 6 a.m. Saturday morning. And the crazy thing is the convention didn't open till 10 a.m. So we kind of had to wait around a little bit for it to open. As me being a guest, they said I could come get my passes at 8 a.m. Now, the convention don't open till 10, so that gave me 2 hours to just look around and see all the goodies before anybody else got to. Plus, I get to see all the new friends that I made from YouTube, because there's a ton of people that I never got to meet before, but I finally got to meet them that day. So as we're sitting in the truck, because I'm just kind of waiting around just to see if I see anybody going in yet. I don't want to be the first one there, you know? So as I'm sitting there, I see the line start forming. And I figured, what's a better time than now? So as I'm walking up, I'm just walking past these line of people. And it's kind of surreal because every other convention I've been to, I'm one of those people in the line. And I just got to walk right up. They gave me my pass, and I went right in. It was fantastic. So I'm just walking around, and I'll show you guys some film of a couple of things that I had seen, because I wanted to get a lot of the video before the crowd got there, because as soon as the crowd came in, it was incredibly busy. I mean, every booth was jam-packed full of people, and it was hard to record. So I figured I'd show you guys a little bit of the video, so check this out.
So as I walk up to this table, just check this out. This is the first table that I walk up to. And look at this. Look at these unbelievable complete in box Nintendo games. Strider, Conquest of the Crystal Palace, Tecmo Bowl, boxed N64 games. I mean, look at that. Look at the quality. Super Tecmo Bowl. And I pick up this Zelda Oracle of Seasons, $250, but look at the quality. Immaculate. I immediately put that down because that's way out of my price range. But just check this out. Time Lord, Battletoads, Friday the 13th, Tengen Tetris. Look at that beautiful Mega Man 2, Castlevania, Dragon Warrior 4, Gemfire, Mega Man 6. I mean, just look at all these games. You don't go anywhere in the world and find these just sitting there unless you're at a convention. But look at all these gems that I see just in here. Double Dragon, Super C, Kid Icarus, and yes, most of them are priced accordingly.
So as I'm walking around and just minding my own business looking at video games, I look up and I see the man himself, Steve Craig Retro Games. I had to go up and I had to shoot an impromptu video just to say hi and introduce myself, because I watch this channel all the time, but I've never met him, so check this video out.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve Craig Retro Games. Check it out. What's going on? We're out here at Southeast Game Exchange.
Hunting for games, man.
You pick anything up lately?
Not yet. I'm holding, but I'm about to have to go.
I picked up 2 things so far, but there's so much stuff I'm overwhelmed. It's incredible.
I still haven't checked everything out yet. But.
Well, I'll let you get to that, and just want to say hey and
yes, sir.
Peace out.
Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking, where's your pickup, Sean? What did you pick up at the convention? Don't worry, we'll get to it. But that's a little bit later because I want to talk about all the cool people that I met at this convention. As I'm walking around, just looking at all the tables, I start seeing person after person that I watched on YouTube. It's kind of a surreal experience. It's like you feel like they're a celebrity, but when you get up and start talking to them, they're normal just like you. It's kind of weird, but it's a fantastic feeling because they don't make you feel weird or alienated at all. You're just one of them. And there was channels there like Retro Rick, Generation Gap Gaming, Pixel Game Squad. These channels with tons of subscribers. And you're just a little bitty channel like mine. It didn't matter. You were one of them. They made you feel fantastic. And they talked retro games with you, talked why you liked retro video games and what you love about them and some of your favorite games or consoles or whatever you guys picked up at the convention. It was just incredible meeting all these cool people. So I definitely want to give a shout out to all of them. So check these photos out that I took.
So first up, you got Tyler from Generation Gap Gaming. It's a family fun channel. He does awesome secrets reveal videos. Just a fantastic channel. The dude was super nice. And just, I love his channel, so I wanted to give him a shout out. Then you got my boys, Gaming Off the Grid. This channel's growing every day. It's fantastic. I mean, these dudes were so nice, and I loved getting to hang out with them. I wish they could have stayed the entire time, but definitely next year, I hope to hang out more with them. Then you got my boy, Mr. Right Way, Stevie Baby, and dude, his channel is fantastic also. He game hunts. He's just so nice. He was so nice to me when we started talking. Such a cool dude. Then you got my girl, Gamer Aimer. I found her channel on YouTube because I was looking for Ninja Turtle stuff, and I found out she did retro games, and I was hooked. Such a great channel, one of my favorites to watch, so make sure you check out Gamer Aimer. Then you got my boy, Retro Fusion. This dude is just now starting his YouTube channel, but every day he's gaining subs, and I really like his channel because he does a ton of response videos. So FYI, if you're doing response videos, I'm going to watch them and your channel's going to grow. I love response videos. And then you got Retro Rick. By far one of the coolest dudes I had ever met. I mean, just so down to earth. He sat there and talked to me forever about video games, toys, stuff that he liked to collect. Just such a cool guy. And I'm sure you guys know about his channel, but if not, definitely check it out. And then finally, you got my boy, MegaDan29, one of the best Nintendo players I have ever seen. This dude no deaths runs, games all the time. He streams, he does live streams, and he's just super cool, man. We talked forever. He's such a nice guy.
So one thing I struggled with when I was there was filming because everybody was filming. You know, everybody was filming their own things for their own channels. So you don't want to walk up and start filming them while they're filming them and somebody else is filming them. So you kind of just stayed out of the way and just try to record what you could. I have a bunch of video that I'll show you guys of like the Pixel Game Squad doing their videos, and it's just so awesome to be around those guys. They're so nice. I met my buddy NES Addict, his hometown, and it was just an incredible experience. We clicked immediately. We started talking about video games and talking about how awesome it was to finally meet because we text all the time. We call each other. You know, he gives me advice on editing and all this stuff that I need help with. He just been so cool to me. You know, he could have, you know, pushed me away and treated me like an outsider since I was the new guy, but he had just embraced it and just showed me everything he knew. And it was just so awesome. He did not have to do that. So he actually let me see his game closet. And if you watch his videos, you know why it's called the game closet. It's iconic, and I've never seen it in person. So I was actually lucky enough to be invited back to his house to check out his video game closet. And just roll the footage. This is incredible.
So as soon as you walk in, you see the huge Home Alone Kevin McAllister poster. So fantastic looking. He's got the cool boxes of cereal up here, and you just move along and just look how he uses his space. Just look at the games. Look at the high C. Look at all the unique items in Jay's collection. The shower head, the Zelda hat, the Super Mario telephone, the bow biters, the bubble bottles, just everything. Look at this space. This is used to the max. His awesome NES collection, his Peel and Play stickers, the infamous Talk Boy, the Power Glove, Rob the Robot, just such fantastic pieces. And look at it. Look at the mullet, baby. He's keeping it real. And check this out, an authentic picture of him actually playing Super Mario World back in the day. Look at his Ninja Gaiden's complete in box, his Castlevania, the Zelda. Just look at this, the Super NES controller. So cool, such a unique way to use space.
So after the first day was over, we were just really tired because I hadn't slept since like Thursday night because I had drove all night and I was up all day. And if you guys watch some of the earlier videos I put on the channel of me arriving there, I looked haggard. Man, I looked terrible. My eyes were swollen, bloodshot. I was extremely tired, but it was so worth it. So I went back to the hotel. I had to take a nap. So I took a nap, but when I woke up, I had a couple texts from Jay, and he told me that all the YouTubers were going to meet at this place called the Local Q. But right before we went to the bar, we decided to go to this toy store called Toy Federation. And it was about 10 miles away from the bar that we were going to go to. So I figured, let's jump in the car real quick, check it out. But here's the thing. We only had like 30 minutes tops to look around because they were closing and we just got there late. We were at the convention all day. But it was a fantastic toy store. Some of the coolest items in the world that they had. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of video of that because it was fantastic. They had tons of stuff mint on card. They had loose figures. They had G.I. Joes. They had Ninja Turtles. They had statues. They had Transformers. They had Battle Beasts. They had just everything you could imagine they had there. Because my buddy Trevor, who came with me, actually picked up a couple G.I. Joes from there. But anyway, I got there and it was already extremely packed. And I felt so awkward walking in because half these people don't know me. They don't know I have a channel. And, they're with their families and all this stuff. I do want to show a little bit of the video, but I don't know if all these people want me to show their families. So I'm going to try to cut it up so you can just see the people that were actually there from YouTube because it was an awesome experience. I met so many cool people, and that was the point that I got to talk to them the most because when you're at a convention with these people, everybody's coming up to talk to them. Everybody's wanting to take pictures, so you kind of let them do their own thing because they're fans. They love interacting. You don't want to interrupt that. So this is the time that I actually got to talk to quite a few of them for a while. So it was just a surreal experience. I can't explain how it felt just to hang out with these people because I look up to them. I look up to their editing. I look up to their passion for video games. I look up to their channel and just them in general. They've been so cool to me. So I got to talk to JLove81. I got to talk to Gamer Aimer. I took a picture with her. I got to speak with Gaming Off the Grid. I love that channel. It's fantastic. You ought to check it out. I took a picture with them, and I mean, just so many. Do You Nerd? Pac-Man Case was there. I mean, everybody was there, and they were all having fun. So it was just an awesome experience. Such a cool night. That ends the first night. I'll be back with part 2, which is the second day of the convention. So day 2 of the convention starts. And when you know it, I was tired as fuck. So I overslept. And I wasn't like super late to the convention, but I was a lot later than I was the first day. I got there crazy early. So I needed the rest. We got up. And of course, there's no breakfast at the hotel because of the whole COVID situation. So we ended up just going straight there. We walked in, and you know what? It's time to buy some stuff because the first day I was just kind of getting the feel for the place, looking at everything, and keeping a couple things in my head that I wanted to go back and get just in case they were there because, these conventions are insane, man. Prices are insane sometimes, but people are buying these things, and you might not get something if you leave it. So A couple of the things that I got, though, they're not really sought after. So they were luckily there. So I'll definitely show my pickups at the end of the video. But on the second day, that's when I started to look around a little more and start playing the arcades. So they had a ton of arcades there. They had a ton of game systems that you could just sit down and play for free. So I walked through and I started playing WWF Superstars because it's a fantastic game. And I'll show you guys some footage of the arcades that they had. Pretty cool setup. So as day 2 started winding down, you know, I was just kind of making my rounds, looking around, talking to people that, you know, I hadn't got a chance to talk to much on day 1. So I'm talking to all these cool people like Megadan29, Shady J, Retro Wolf 88, just a ton of people that I watch their videos all the time, and I just wanted to talk to them and hang out. And it was so cool just to chill and shoot the shit with these people. So I spent most of my day doing that, and I just remember NES Complex. He was standing there, and we just started chatting. And if you don't know about NES Complex, he has one of the coolest YouTube channels. I wanted to just say, hey, I appreciate your channel, your hard work, and I love your editing. And we just went on a 30-minute just conversation about editing, little tricks that you can do. He's so cool. He was just so awesome, so nice. And, you know, when I mentioned my channel, you know, he knew about it, which it just blew my mind that such a big channel and somebody would know about my little bitty channel. It's just a cool thing. So I got tons of experience listening to him and, you know, telling me things that I didn't know about editing and little tricks you can do to make it better. So it was just a cool conversation. He was super busy too, so eventually he had to get going. But, you know, day 2 was fantastic. I didn't get to stay the entire day because I literally had to get in the car and drive 8 hours and be at work at 5 a.m. So, you know, I didn't get to stay till the end of the convention where like probably all the deals were going to be on all the cool stuff. But I did pick up a couple things, and I'll cut to a different angle here and show you some of the stuff I got.
Okay, as you guys know, I picked up a couple things from the Southeast Game Exchange, and I'm going to go ahead and show them to you right now. So, I mainly just stuck to things that I really needed for the collection. I didn't want to go out of the way and get something that, you know, that was just there. I wanted to actually need it for the collection. The first thing I got was a label upgrade for the NES, and as you guys know, I'm pretty close to a full license set for the NES, but one of the labels that I needed to get an upgrade on was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Hills Far, and it's crazy how expensive this game has gotten. Easily over $100, almost to $200. So that's the first thing I had to get, was a label upgrade, because my last one had a messed up label pretty bad right here. So that's the first thing I picked up. The next thing I picked up was a game for the Switch, and it's called Hades. It's made by Supergiant Games. This was up for Game of the Year in a ton of different categories in 2020. So I seen it there for $30 sealed, and I figured I'd pick it up because whenever I see this go on sale or become available, it's usually on Amazon, and by the time I can, you know, click the link, it sells out instantly. So I'm glad I was able to get this for the collection. The next thing I got for the collection was a Super Nintendo game. Now, I played this game back in the day, and I have a weird history with it, but it was an early release Super Nintendo game, and that is called Super Bowling. Now, a lot of people probably don't like this game, and, you know, it's not a great game, but I enjoyed it because you could play up to 4 players on it. And, you know, there's different characters that you can be. I just really liked the way the game felt when you did play it. And you could actually get pretty good. Technos made this, so it's actually a decent game. So I got this. It came in this protective shell, and I found it on a booth that was 20% off of the listed price tag. So I got this for, I think, $28. Not too bad, not too shabby. It's in okay shape. If I do find it for better shape later on, I can go ahead and upgrade it, but that'll work for now. So Super Bowling. Now I had to get 3 manuals that I was needing for my NES games, and I already put them in here, so I'm just going to kind of show you real quick. I needed upgraded manuals for my Metroid, my Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, and my Mega Man 2. I went ahead and put them in here already, but I'll open up and just show you the condition of the manuals, because you know these manuals are getting pricey now, and I'm glad that I found these for a great deal at the convention. So there's my Metroid manual. It's not 100% mint, but it's a lot better than the other one that I had in here. So they look the same in all 3 of the games. So check it out. Now these are complete. Another thing that I picked up was this cool piece that I found for the Super Nintendo. A lot of people back in the day used to buy cleaning kits for their NES. They were a pretty good seller for Nintendo. But one thing that I noticed on the Super Nintendo was my games, I mean, they never really had any problems not working, so I never needed one of these. But this is a Super Nintendo cleaning kit. And when I saw this at the booth, I immediately wanted it. I love the box art on this. It's just so unique. No other Super Nintendo game kind of looks like this. So it goes from, you know, showing what your game would look like when it needed to be cleaned to what it would look like after, which is this awesome level on Super Mario World. This thing's in great shape. I picked it up for 25 bucks, and it looks pretty immaculate. I'll slide this out real quick so you can see it, but I opened it up. It looks like it was never even used. It's kind of wild. So there's the Super Nintendo cleaning kit, and I never plan on using it, but I feel like adding it to the collection, and it was at a reasonable price, so there we go. I added 1 boxed NES game to my collection. I've been looking for this game for quite a while because of 2 reasons. 1, I wanted it in fantastic shape, and 2, I wanted it with the manual, also including the letter. And that is one of my favorite NES games of all time, Star Tropics. What do I have to say about this game? If anybody hasn't played it, definitely go play it. It's fantastic. I found this at the convention right when I got there. The first booth had a ton of boxed NES games, and I scanned in the titles, and I seen this sitting up here like this. So I paid 60 bucks for it. I said, hey, do you mind showing me that? And he said, sure, let me take it out for you. I've been looking for a box copy for a long time, like I said. So when he showed me this one, I was immediately just astonished on how good a shape this thing is in. Looks very little wear on it. The bottom looks great. The sides look great. The front glossy and awesome looking. So I said, hey, can you care if I open it? And he said, well, let me open it just in case I mess something up, and it'll be on me. He opens it like this, and he opens the flaps, and he kind of slides this down like this. So I'm thinking, you know, it's missing the manual. But when it comes out like this, I see the manual, and I see what's attached to it, which is the incredibly rare and hard to find letter unused. But check this out. This letter has never been taken off the manual. This is a very rare find. You don't find this very much because a lot of people took this off. It's like a little set of glue here, so when you take it off, you can never put it back on. Immaculate manual, and you know, if you've played Star Tropics, you know what this letter from your uncle is actually for. So, but if you haven't, I'm not going to spoil it. As soon as I seen that, I said, I'll take it. I had no questions asked. I immediately wanted it. I picked it up for 60 bucks, and I don't regret it because that manual is extremely hard to find in general, let alone still attached to the manual for the game. So, Star Tropics, there we go. And the last thing I picked up, I don't know why I picked these up. I mean, I know why I picked them up. I'm not a sneakerhead, and I'm not into like buying shoes and not wearing them, etc., etc. But when I seen these, I wanted these when they came out, and I could never find a pair. They sold out instantly, and as soon as I seen them, so I asked what size they were, and when he told me the size, I immediately wanted them because it was actually my size. I couldn't believe it because these shoes sold out instantly, and now you got to buy them on eBay, and they're a couple $100. But here is the Super Mario Galaxy promo shoes made by Puma. Now, they did like a collaboration with Nintendo on this, and it's the Super Mario Galaxy Pumas. These shoes look fantastic. I'll cut to some like B-roll footage and show you guys, but I'm just going to show you real quick what they look like, because they look fantastic. I'll never wear them, but I mean, just check this out. Just an awesome looking shoe. And the cool thing about it is in the tongue here, it shows 2007. That's when Super Mario Galaxy was released. So, such a cool shoe. Still got the stuff inside. Never worn. This is definitely going to go somewhere in my game room. I don't know where, but as soon as I seen them, I was just like, it's just one of those weird things that you kind of like put in your collection so somebody will ask about it. But there you go. That's all my pickups, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Next year, I'll definitely get some more things and I'll show you. But look at this box. Like, it shows, like, you know, Galaxy, Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers 2, like Mario Brothers 3, just all these cool, iconic Mario games. Look at that, Mario 64. But, you know, it's just awesome looking. So, I'm definitely going to keep these in the box, but I'll take one out and display them. So, that's what I got. Alright, thanks y'all. Sorry guys, I want to get back in here because I forgot one thing that I picked up and I want to show you. So, at the Southeast Game Exchange, there's always a ton of YouTubers, and they actually had John Riggs out there. Now, I do like John Riggs' channel. I watch it from time to time. I'm not a diehard watcher of all of his videos, but he's a very nice guy, and I went and talked to him a little bit at the convention. And he had this cool magazine that's basically a rough draft of, I guess, a book he has coming out. And I wanted to show you guys a little bit of it because, you know, you see all these people making books about video games and toys and everything. This is a book called Nostalgia O's. This is kind of unique. This book is all about different cereals that were available in the 80s and 90s, I guess for like the last 30 years. Now, it's not every one of them, but it's ones that like people that were maybe 30 to 40 would have, you know, nostalgia for, or they would remember. So check this out, like Addams Family, Batman cereal. Who don't remember Batman cereal? I mean, it was huge. And it has like a did you know section, talks a little bit about it. And it's just a pretty cool magazine. So I think he's going to have a hardcover of this come out. I figured I would show you guys. I picked one up. They weren't free. But I kind of wanted to support it because I do like this kind of content. I would love to, talk about these type of things. This is the stuff that I enjoy talking about on my channel. Old cereal, because I was a huge cereal head when I was a kid. I loved eating cereal. When I see this type of stuff like Bill and Ted's Excellent Cereal, it just brings back the memories. I remember this came out, let's see if here, in 1991. Let me see if I can hold this up just a little bit more here. I've got a new little camera set up here, so hopefully you guys enjoy it a little more. Oh, as far as it goes? Okay. Anyway, there's Bill and Ted's. And there's just a ton of these in here. Barbie, C-3PO. Just a cool little book. They do have some really cool ones in here. I'll show you guys real quick. There's, Donkey Kong cereal, Donkey Kong Jr. cereal, the E.T. cereal, the Nintendo cereal system. I mean, just look at this. And there's actually a wild thing on here. And it says, according to the Super Mario Bros. Manual, the Koopa turned all the mushroom people like Toad into blocks, bricks, and plants. Which means if you break a brick in Super Mario Bros., you shattered a Toad-like creature. Okay, I didn't know that, but that's an iconic one. I mean, everybody... if you try to buy a box of this now, like on eBay, it's $300, $400, $500. So there's this little thing on the back with all this stuff. But I thought it was cool, so I added it in. Nostalgia O's. Maybe I can go over and talk about it in a video if you guys like. Alright, y'all, that's it. See ya.
So what can I say overall about the Southeast Game Exchange 2021 convention? I don't know. Mind-blowingly awesome. If you guys get a chance to come to this, just come on out. I think tickets were like $15. I think they had some VIP tickets that were $5 or $10 more that like let you get in 30 minutes early, and you got a nice little gift bag with some stickers and some goodies in it. You know, it's a no-brainer. These things are just starting to come back, and if you're in the retro gaming community and you are actually collecting or you're reselling or anything of the above, these conventions are the place where you're going to find whatever you need. If you're into high-end stuff, low-end stuff, favorites, medium tier stuff, insanely high stuff, incredibly rare stuff, it has it all. So definitely come check it out. I will definitely be going back in 2022, and hopefully next year my channel will be a little bit bigger, and I can talk to you guys if you want to talk to me, and I can see you out there and just have a great time. So I just want to thank everybody. I can't name them all because there's just so many people that I want to thank. But Jay from NES Addicts has got to be on there. He was so nice to me. His hospitality was second to none. Just an awesome person. I want to thank Austin, who runs the convention. He definitely hooked me up and, you know, made me feel great, you know, and made me feel right at home when I got there. So I did pick up some special gifts for some people around the convention, and I already sent them out. So if you get a box in the mail from me, don't be surprised. But anyway, enough with that. It's an awesome time. Definitely get your ass out to the Southeast Game Exchange 2022. If I could rate this convention on 1 to 10, it would definitely be either a 12 or 13. I mean, all the expectations I had were just shattered. It blew me away at how cool this was. The weather was great. I don't know. It was just a fantastic time. And if you are anywhere near there, I mean, it's crazy. They got people flying in to go to this thing. I mean, it's not just local people. I remember one of the video game booths saying that he was asking where everybody was from, and almost 90% of people weren't from South Carolina. They were from everywhere else coming in. So, you know, that's how big these conventions are to collectors and everybody else. They're awesome to go to, and if you do search around, you will find some deals. So make sure to check it out next year. That's all I got to say. So if you guys have any comments, leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on reminiscing, baby.
Look, I'm missing Home Alone for Genesis.
Okay.
So I'm excited. Finally got these. I got the one on NES and then both on Super Nintendo. Now I got the Genesis. I'm a huge Home Alone fan.
Yes, let's go.
Yes.
This is the best picture I could find of everybody that was there from the YouTube community. And I'm glad I got this picture. Check this out. There's so many familiar faces in this. And this is the easiest way for me to say thank you to everybody who just welcomed me with open arms, and just all the cool people that I met. And you guys were so nice to me. So Southeast Game Exchange 2022, I'm going to be there. This is Retro Reminiscence. Peace out.